Hey everyone, this is Project Car Update Week 3. I'm probably not going to be able to do one of these every week, but it's time that I cleaned up the car, and I've got some good news as well from surrounding it. So it's official, this car is actually mine. I was waiting for some documents to come in the mail, and they finally did. The mail system is pretty slow these days due to circumstances. Documents finally came in the mail, and this car is officially registered in my name, which means the next step for this build is to get it ready for the road, and therefore it needs to have a safety test. And yeah, that means basically in Canada, to pass a safety test, your car needs to be in reasonable condition. It's not a crazy safety test, like some states have theirs every couple of years, stuff like that, but here you just have to get it done once. So for the car to pass, it basically needs to have reasonable brakes, reasonable wheels, and it's going to also need to be in reasonable condition in terms of the steering components and stuff like that, the important bits, nothing too crazy. So that's what I'm going to try and work on coming up in the next couple weeks. But for now, because I don't really have the strength in me to deal with the cold that it currently is out there, I'm in my garage. It's windy and just cold, so that's why I'm here. But I'm gonna clean out the car. It's been something I've been wanting to do this for a long time because it's gross in there, if you remember. I'll show you in a second. So I got a vacuum and just gonna try and clean it out a little bit. And we're gonna clean up the car too. Stuff like the sticker, it's gonna go right now, and things like the little diffuser on the back, that's also going to go right now. We'll put it on the bench and see what it actually looks like, but I just want to do these small things, so let's go. So now that the car has been sitting in the garage for a while, I've noticed a few other small things. Oh hey, it's me. But there is a crack, not a crack, but a bit of a thing going on here, and it's kind of hard to show you. Let me see if I can get real close down in there. But the clip that holds this piece in and the one that's even further in there, which I can't see, are broken, and that's why this little flap is hanging off. If anybody knows where I can get those clips, that would be great, because I would like to fix that. That's one of those weird misaligned panels. Another thing, yeah, that sticker's gonna go. And the diffuser that I was talking about, way down here, the rusty lad, I think it's time that I knelt down there and took it off to see what's underneath. We gotta see what's hiding down there. So onto the interior, I moved my snowblower out of the way, and there's my vacuum, just so we could get some space. But yeah, the car still has a bunch of crap in it, just a bunch of random garbage that I'm gonna try and get rid of. I don't know how good this camera is in low light, so hopefully you can see this. And then something else that I missed in my video before is there's a random wire coming out of the glove box that kind of just goes down and runs under the seat, and I haven't actually explored what that is yet, so that's mildly worrying. I'm wondering what the heck that is, but there's a bunch of crap in the seats and stuff, and yeah, it's just gross. So I'm gonna vacuum this car out real quick, and I'll get back to you on the condition of things. The driver's side is worse, by the way. I don't know how I'm gonna get over there. So I solved the low light problem. It's not very attractive, but it is very functional. And I found something incredibly interesting, and I really want to show you what it is. I have no idea what this does yet. I still have to experiment. I found a random switch in the glove box, or it's in the... Is it the glove box? It's in the center console. Check this out. Okay, so to review, sorry, my shadow is going to totally be in the way here, but there is the random wire. It kind of goes under here and then up, seemingly. And then interestingly, it's hard to see because I'm blocking the light, but there is a switch in here, and this is an actual switch. It was on, and I'm really wondering what that might be. It could be a sub switch. Like somebody had subs in the back of the car at one point. Oh yeah, you can see how gross this is. But yeah, it's on. So I don't know what that is. I'm very interested to find out. And then if you take a look at this side, this is the cleaned, with quotes, version. It is moderately better, but it's definitely not perfect. Lifting up on this, car moves forward. This is my cleaned, in quotes again, side. Seat's a little bit nicer. Here's what it used to look like down in there, and then here is what this side looks like here. So my work is paying off. I still got a lot more left to do though, my goodness. This car is gross. I don't think anybody ever cleaned it. Like, what the heck, man? It's a good thing most of this interior is coming out anyways, because, man, I would not want to live with this. Anyway, I'll keep going. Noticed a bit of an interesting detail. Illustration of 2 stowed golf bags. It seems like they were attempting to get into a specific market. Not sure who, but instead they got boy racers who like to black out their taillights. So yeah, this sticker has got to go. I can't use water to get rid of it, so I'm going to try to scrape it off without scratching the glass using a plastic scraper. Wish me luck on that. So I managed to get the sticker off, but not without a battle from my heat gun and just a plastic scraper. There definitely is some residue left over though, and I'm gonna have to clean that up at some point. I need to get some Goo Gone or something to get rid of that. If you have any home remedies, let me know and I'll give it a shot. But already, the car is looking better if you ignore the giant sticker stain on it. So I mentioned this diffuser thing a long time ago, and you can see that it's held in by some rusty screws. So I'm gonna take this off, and I mean, I might put it back on, but it overhangs as well. It's not cleanly done, so I'm gonna take it off, see if I can't just clean it up, and then I don't know if we'll put it back on or not. Let me see if I can get under there. If those are just rusted in, then yeah, this is gonna be great. Thankfully it's into plastic, so hopefully I can get it out. So here is what the diffuser looks like. It's well, cheap plastic. As you would expect as well, it's held on by some crappy foam, sticky stuff like double-sided foam. And I ended up ripping this one side entirely. Because these screws, I guess, were just insurance, because at one point this was probably hanging off the back end a little bit. I mean, it doesn't seem that bad. Obviously it doesn't do anything, it's entirely for looks. But let me show you what the car actually looks like now. So here it is without the diffuser, and I have a picture of it with the diffuser if you want to see that too. And then if we go down underneath here, just gotta get real low. You can see the double-sided tape is still on there, and I'm having trouble getting it off. This is the first look under the car, by the way. The muffler's looking a little bit rusty there. That's not great. I can see some bubbling. Hopefully it passes safety. Oh man. If this car doesn't pass the safety, then I don't know. We'll have to figure out what to do. It's gonna end up being a full race car at that point, because I'll have to... I don't even know. Oh yeah, I don't think I showed you guys yet, but there is a new shelf in my garage which holds all of my regular car's tires, other tires over there, and then I've got car parts over here, fancy tools up there, bumper all the way up there. Just trying to make the best out of this space that I have. But yeah, still got these things here. I haven't tried to sell anything yet. I'm basically waiting until the safety's done before starting to do anything crazy. But let me explain that right now. So the plan for this car is to go in multiple stages. I think I talked about this before, but I want to talk about it again. Basically, this is stage 0 right now. I'm trying to clean the car up. I'm trying to do some very basic things. I gotta reset that taillight, that's one thing that's on my mind, and then just some other small stuff to try and get it at least a little bit cleaner. And then once it passes the safety inspection, we'll get on to stage 1, which is my stick to the $2,000 budget as close as I can, sell all this extra stuff here, try and sell the winter wheels because I'm not going to need them anymore because the car's not going to be driven in the winter most likely. This is taking some time, by the way. This is not just going to happen one day. It takes me a while to get this stuff done. I can only really work on it for a couple hours on the weekends, so that's kind of why. Stage 1 also involves trying to do as much as I can within the budget that I have, and therefore like selling all the interior bits. I want to go for some like racing seats. We're mostly going to be taking away instead of adding, because adding costs money, but taking away is potentially gaining money to the budget. By the way, the budget, if I'm counting tax right now, is currently negative 830 something or 850 something, I don't know. So we're not doing so hot in terms of that. I've got some work to do on the car in a general sense, but yeah, I'm excited to do it. This is the whole point. I'm having a lot of fun just messing around. Even just vacuuming out the car is fun. It seems kind of dumb, but it's true. So after stage 1 is finished, after we have the car to a like semi good state within the $2,000 budget, that's when things go a little bit crazier. Any money that I've gained from advertising on these videos, I'm talking about YouTube ads and join button support and all that, will go into that budget. I'm already counting it now. And then I'm going to take that money and try and do some performance upgrades, some like bolt-on performance upgrades on the car, depending on how things go in stage 1, like things that it might need. Stuff like better tires. I really want to get better wheels and tires for the car. That's going to be very expensive, so that kind of thing will cover that. And other things as well, like we can do an air intake, we can do like an intake plenum, exhaust would be great to do, just stuff like that. Some of those like key bolt-on ingredients that always go well with these cars. It'll be naturally aspirated in stage 2, but that's where further stages along the line can change things depending on how it goes in stage 2. So that's my plan. I'm kind of interested to hear what you guys think about that, but I feel like moving in stages is the best way to go because it's not always going to be consistent. I'm trying my best here, but yeah, I mean, I haven't even really driven this car yet. I don't even know what's wrong with it, so we got to get through that stuff first before we like yank out the transmission and do a swap or whatever. I gotta get past the basics. So yeah, apologies for slightly slow progress, but I am working on it. Once the safety gets done, then we're going to yank out this entire interior, and that's going to be a ton of fun. I'm super excited about that. I'm very excited as well to take out this stupid radio thing and find out what that switch was for. What the heck is that switch? If you happen to know, let me know. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this kind of thing in the comments, and yeah, feel free to support the channel by subscribing, join button, all that kind of stuff. I have an idea for you guys, and I will be talking about it soon, but it's got something to do with an ability to get your name on this car. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm pretty excited about it. It's a lot cleaner in here. It's a lot cleaner in here. It's way nicer than it was before. Yeah, I can actually sit in here and not get my coat dirty. That's a good thing in my mind. Anyway, guys, see you next week.